Welcome. This is Abby,
and Joy,
inviting you all to our world
a positive space where we can hopefully inspire, empower,
and grow together with optimism.
Hashtag
Trulymakaproud. Welcome to our episode 2, where we get to talk about what is life being an OFW.
the positive and the negative side of it.
Yes, but before we go further,
We just want to say thank you or daghang salamat sa mga naminaw sa among first episode ever and who followed us as well in our Spotify account as well as
IG and our FB page. We are really grateful for the very good comments that we are getting, positive feedbacks that we are receiving as well. But we also accept negative ones because it's always a constructive criticism to help us improve our podcast. Diba?
That's correct. So if you have any suggestions or comments, please free to
Comment
comment
in our pages.
yeah, social media accounts.
Yeah, and topics that you want us to include in our podcast or talk about. Free lang yun, day. Comment down below. Char. So, Jai, what do you mean by OFW?
OFW meaning to say overseas Filipino workers.
Yes. I think a lot of Filipinos really want to go abroad because of the goal that they really want to have greener pasture, or they really want to achieve a more comfortable life.
Mm-hmm.
Aside from that, they really wanted to have financial, what do you call this one? They can support financially in their parents in the Philippines.
That's true. So, as an OFW, there's always a positive and the negative aspects of it.
Correct.
So,
it's the same as life, isn't it?
Yeah.
There is always a positive experiences and negative experiences that we all experience each and every day. Diba?
that's true. So, the good side or the positive side of being an OFW is, as you've mentioned earlier, for a greener pasture. So, you get to experience life outside the Philippines. It's a reality that once you work in abroad, na mas dako imong sweldo kaysa naa ka sa Pilipinas. That's why most of the nurses really wanted to work abroad. Some of the countries na really appealing, or majority of the nurses nga appealing sa ilaha is States or America.
Yes.
Because one, they have a bigger salary, and then they can, purchase properties or even maybe have like a comfortable life, as you've mentioned. And as in the UK, although atong salary is not as dako as the one in
America.
Nurses in America, but our advantage is we get to travel outside the country, around Europe, for example, and it's cheaper.
Correct. Because in the UK, since it's part of Europe, so if you just wanted to like go to Paris, no? So it's like a 2 hours by train. Yeah, so it's also an advantage why for UK nurses, not just UK nurses, but for those who are here in UK.
Yeah, or even nurses who are working in other European countries as
Yes,
well.
like Germany.
For example.
Germany, ansa pa ba dahil? Germany akong nahibawan kayo.
I think there are other nurses as well who are working in Norway.
Yeah, okay, yes. Truly.
Yeah. But as you've mentioned, if you have a long weekends, you can easily travel any European countries like
Correct.
Italy, for example, Greece,
Spain.
or even Spain
true.
as such. And then, as well as you get to help your family back home.
Yes.
So that's the important thing. Most of us who are working abroad, we're still like financially supporting our family back home. Like our parents, for instance, it's not an obligation, but it's just like kanang kinasing-kasing nga pagtabang. No?
Yes. So,
And as well as you get to be more independent. Because when I came here in the UK, I really took a bold step, or, get out of my comfort zone to just travel here. And when I came here, I don't know anybody.
correct.
It's just so happened that I was blessed na ang mga na-meet na ko was really helpful to me and helped me in adjusting life in the UK.
Yeah.
And I get to be independent as well and mature and grow as a person, as an individual.
Yeah, I would never forget one quote that hit me hard is from the book of Bianca Gonzalez, Paano Ba To? It's like saying about being an being or going abroad. It's like going abroad is a conscious decision. No one forced you to ride on that plane, so it's up to you and how to make it work, which is really true. It's your choices that matters, but no matter how many opportunities that you are been given, like coming here, but if you don't want to work it out, if you don't push yourself more, then it will end up dead end gyud. You will not discover more about yourself. But with me and Joy, we push ourselves to know more. We go out of our comfort zone and decided to be able to survive that kind of stage or phase in our life. That's why now we are really grateful, because we can definitely say that we are very independent women. Sure. You know, Day?
Strong, independent women.
Strong, independent
And
women.
as well as you get to work with people who have different ethnicity, backgrounds, and culture, because, working abroad, you're working in a diverse environment.
Yes, definitely.
And as well as you're sort of financially stable in terms of like you can save.
Correct. Very true, because you're earning pounds as well. If you convert it into peso, it's really a good thing.
Yeah, but I mean, you can save as well.
Save,
right?
yes.
Yeah. Save so that you could invest for your future.
Yes, and have some emergency funds.
I remember my dad used to say, and really up to this day, I still remember it, like the importance of saving, because he said, if you save for the rainy season, meaning to say, if there's an emergency, there's always fund available.
Yes.
Yeah.
Also, the correct mindset that I've really learned in listening to financial podcasts is that the correct mindset of having financial habits is save first, then buy later. And then as much as possible, if you can buy items and cash, that's very good. But if not, make sure to pay off your credit card, because it will really affect your credit score, and it would be a disadvantage for you in the long run. Like example, if you wanted to have house loans or anything like that in the future. So at least if you get to save more, you get to have financial freedom that you really wanted, and have a worry-free life. Because if there is anything happens, you can always have something to help.
Yeah.
It's better to have a cup. Your cup is full rather than it's half full. So you can generously give, because over giving and generous giving is different.
So not just, everything, not just being positive. There's always, the negative side of being an OFW.
Yeah, so one thing about being an OFW that is really harsh truth, kumbaga, or real talk lang, is that people think that we are really rich, we live a lavish free life because they can see in our social media that we travel a lot, but they don't know that traveling is our way to recharge and distressing, to be honest. Since we are out of our comfort zone, so normally if in the Philippines, we can just ask our friends to have, uy, tara kape, catching up, diba? But here it's really difficult because everyone has priority, everyone has different responsibility,
and everyone is like busy. So I think, as you've said, people think that you might have a lavish life because you're always posting
Yeah, but
something in social media.
yeah, and we're not posting just because we want to ang tawag niyan day?
Make someone jealous.
Yeah, make someone jealous or
Pasuya, kumbaga.
pasuya kumbaga, or we just want to flaunt our life. No, it's rarely the opposite, to be honest. We just want to express ourselves in a way that we are happy that we are able to fulfill that goal of having to travel, because not all have the privilege to have that, isn't it?
Or not all have the opportunity to travel.
Yes.
Yes.
So the next stuff I think that is also a disadvantage of being an OFW is that if you are working abroad, they always associate us to have more money. That's why daghan king mangutang day. As in, feeling nila ba nga gisukar ana mo ang kwarta.
Hugot na nimo day.
As in, day, based on experience, they thought that we do have a lot of money. That's why, my God, PM, hi, hello, how are you?
Mangumusta ra siya day og mangutang.
Oh, mangumusta ra gyud mangutang. Unya kung maningil in English day, if we will tell them that, oh, it's your payday. Oh my gosh, tayo pa ang masama. No, ka-relate. Just ko day. So beware of the lenders, no? Because sometimes it's your responsibility as well. We trusted you because you really need that money at that time. So it's really your decision as well, or responsibility to pay us back. Because if not, your credibility and your name is affected. Yeah, and our loyalty kay lisod kayo if trust is the broken, lisod jud na siya balikon, no? So sa mga mangutang diha, pamayad na mo. Palihog lang kanang ginahanglan sad mi og kwarta.
That's true.
Yeah. So the next one is that since, as we said earlier, we are out of our comfort zone, so our mental situation is also sometimes affected, especially like ours. We are prone to anxiety and depression that we didn't even wish for it. Like me, when I was starting here, oh my God, I didn't thought that climate can cause depression, but when I experienced it myself, oh my God, I said it's really real. Winter depression is real.
That's true though, because that's why they said if you're living in a country, like a tropical country, most or majority of the like citizens are happy because you always have like sunshine. And the sun can give you like
happy hormones.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's true though, because I've experienced it. If I see, because we get to experience sunshine here, isn't it? Because of the weather. Sometimes you get 4 seasons in a day, but if you get to see sunshine, even just the sun coming out,
It brightens your
day. Yeah, like you just don't realize that you're happy.
Correct. Truly. So that's why do not judge the people here if they experience mental burnout, anxiety, and depression because they didn't choose that one. It's because sometimes the weather itself, the stress of the workloads, a lot of factors that can affect having to have mental dilemmas. And
that's why it's important to have a good support system.
Oh yes, truly, being able to have few friends that can really that can help you talk about it is really a good thing. Yes, which I'm lucky because I have you. Charot na kayo ba?
Pag-chor
Okay, and then also the disadvantage because if you earn more, if you work hard, you earn more here. So sometimes you end up splurging into an items or things or emotional purchases kung baga, like add to cart, check out, like mga tagline na deserve ko to, so add to cart ta, di ba? And then you end up actually after a few months regretting it.
You end up broke.
So that's really what I learned, because when I first started here, I always say that tagline, deserve ko to, pagoda ako. So ayun, bili dito, bili doon, which in fact, it's not really healthy when it comes to your financial habits. So I really took an effort to learn from that experiences of mine when it comes to financial matter. And then I turned out to save more now for the rainy days, as you said. And it really made me more accomplished. Kasi I'm doing a lot of bank shifts dito. So makarelate sa mga UK, no? So the more bank shift, the more pera kayo dito. But if you get to spend a lot, so you will really end up being broke. That's why you need to save first, then spend what is left of your salary or
That's
your
true.
money.
Yeah, that's true.
Correct? Diba, Day? So, diba, being an OFW is not really all about the glitz and the glams.
Yeah, it's not easy. Like, not just living abroad, but like working people or sa tanan nagtrabaho, not just in the UK or any parts of the world, but just in the Philippines as well. Na you work hard, but at the same time, so it's important as well not to save.
Yes, truly.
To save talaga, and budgeting talaga yung importante, no?
Yes. If you know your financial goals, you need to align it with your actions as well.
That's true.
It's okay to have delayed gratification as long as at the end of that goal, you'll be happy because you're financially free. Lahi gyud sa feeling ang financially free, oy.
Lahat ang sa feeling nga na ay savings.
As in.
So disclaimer lang ha. So kani among gipang sulti is just
Yes.
based on our
experiences.
Others might have different
Different
experiences
one, yes.
from ours. So disclaimer lang.
Yes,
Yeah.
this is our own experiences here as OFW.
True lalu. So
Before we end this podcast, always naaman jud mi word of the day.
that's correct. So our word for the day is
Sa Bisaya, no?
always Bisaya
Kaya,
version.
Nga
So,
mag-English ko.
ikaw ang translator, Day.
Sige, Day.
So, sa kinabuhi, walay butang na permanente. Kay kada minuto, pwedeng magbago.
In English, in life there's no such thing as permanent, as every minute might change. So we hope you enjoyed today's podcast and learned a thing or two to become the best version of yourself.
As we always say, every day is a learning. We are truly
Maka proud!
till the next one.
See you soon!